Hare Krishna. So we went through the entire first chapter last Sunday in our Bhagavad Gita class at Slough Hindu Temple. Now in this video, let's try and get hold of the entire first chapter for those who couldn't make it on Sunday and for those who likes a recollection of the chapter 1. Before we start, today is 22nd of January 2024, the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of Ram Lala in a newly built temple in Ayodhya. The almost 500-year-old movement will come to a triumphant end today. The Pran Pratishtha ceremony, marking the sanctification of the idol of Ram Lala, the youthful incarnation of Lord Rama, will witness participation from diverse societal sectors. So let's just chant Jai Shri Ram, Jai Jai Shri Ram. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the start of our spiritual journey. We live our life trying to achieve the material goals and aspirations. Could there be a deeper purpose to life? This very doubt brings us to the start of our spiritual journey. And it is the very doubt that Arjuna expresses at the onset of this sacred conversation. This Mahabharata is a battle of dharma. It is not a battle between the Kauravas and Pandavas per se. It is not about who wins or who loses. It is not about which cousin is powerful and which cousin is less powerful. It is only about protecting dharma, i.e. what is right. Therefore, the first chapter is very important. If everybody of us is to understand the essence of this chapter, it is about doing our duty, and Bhagavad Gita is the best teacher when it comes to help us make decisions in our life. This battle goes on within us, between the mind and the heart, the lower desire versus higher desire battle. It goes on, selfish versus selflessness battle, and we have to make a decision. We have to make a choice, and many times, because of our attachments to things, we make wrong choices. And then we are miserable. Bhagavad Gita is about making the right choices in life, right decisions in life. And what is the basis? Dharma is the basis. What are you supposed to do? That is what you should do. So, acronym of this chapter is doubt. So how did this first chapter start? It starts with a question from a personality, Dhritrashtra. Dhritrashtra is asking a question. What did they do? To whom is he asking? He's asking Sanjaya, his minister. And whom is he talking about? He's talking about his sons and Pandu's son, his brother's sons. The answer to this question is the entire first chapter. And acronym is doubt. So it's Dhritrashtra and Duryodhana, ominous results, uncertainty, bewilderment, and turning point. Let's cover each of them. Dhritrashtra and Duryodhana. Dhritrashtra is physically blind. But both of these characters, Dhritrashtra and Duryodhana, are blinded by greed, envy, and material desire. Key learning here in this is when the individual starts to think in terms of I, me, and mine, primarily interested in selfish gain, then anxiety, frustration, and disappointment are inevitable. Ominous results. Despite Duryodhana's boastful words and glorifying his army, the ominous results of this confrontation is made clear from the onset. Remember, the one who stand on the side of purity and righteousness are always victorious, and regardless of whether the worldly odds seem stacked against them. Uncertainty, verses 21 to 27. In these verses, Arjuna is ordering Krishna to take me between the two armies. I want to see who has come to fight with me. Arjuna wants to take time to reflect. The key learning: life may be crammed with responsibility and pressing issues, but attendance to such demands should not be at the expense of quality spiritual introspection. Bewilderment, verses 28 to 30. Arjuna is observing the armies of Kauravas. He sees his grandfather Bhishma, his teacher Dronacharya. He sees the contemporary of his father. He sees father-in-law. He sees brother-in-law. He sees people who are in the age of his own sons. Here Arjuna is saying, they are my relatives. How can I kill them? He is overcome by compassion. His uncertainty intensifies and he becomes bewildered. Turning point, verses 31 to 42. In these verses, Arjuna is giving 4 reasons and justifying his decision to retreat from fighting. Killing all of them, number 1, killing all of them, I can't see any auspiciousness coming to us. Number 2, if I kill all the relatives, whom I will enjoy the kingdom with. Number 3, if we kill all the relatives, sins will overcome us and we have to suffer for full lifetime after lifetime for temporary happiness of getting this kingdom. And the last reason, number 4, Arjuna said, the wholesale killing involved would destroy the family unit and social structure and will cause havoc for future generation. For, O Krishna, for these 4 reasons, let's not fight. At the end of this chapter, Arjuna keeps his Gandiv bow down. He keeps the arrow down, completely disturbed and distressed. He sits on the chariot, indicating to Krishna, I will not fight. So in this way, we see right from the first question of Dhritrashtra, what did they do? Till the last verse, what did Arjuna do? He sat down saying, I will not fight. So, in my next video, we'll see the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The second chapter is one of the most important chapters. It is titled as Gita Summarized. Almost entire Bhagavad Gita is summarized in the second chapter. And lots of philosophical points, logical points, and scientific points are there. And we need lots of intelligence to understand. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to study the second chapter. Hare Krishna.